Good morning, aloha. Welcome to Live Yoga Channel. I am Terra, this is Evan. We love to practice live with you so that we can build our at-home practice as well as our global community of practitioners to better ourselves, especially during these challenging times. So we'd love to welcome you to our living room. We are in the beautiful valley of Manoa in Honolulu on the island of Oahu. We've made a shift in our viewership today, so we're happy to share this with you. And when you're ready, go ahead and find a comfortable seated position where your legs are crossed. If you have lotus or half lotus, that's great, but I really just want us to be comfortable so that we're able to sit with a long spine and feel even in our sit bones. Go ahead and take your palms facing up, place your thumb and your first finger together. Inhale, as you close your eyes, begin to witness the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Without efforting here, witness the temperature on the top of your lip as you inhale and exhale. The mind of an observer, simply witness how the belly button expands as you inhale. And then naturally, as you exhale, the belly button draws back towards the spine. Notice the relaxation in your face, and we'll use this as our guiding tool throughout our practice, our breath. We check in with our breath to see if we're calm and relaxed in the face. If we can put a smile on the face, that's an invite that we're in a good spot, as well as we might want to take the posture, the pose, even a little bit further. However, if we're feeling strained and constricted and making a funny face, this is a sign that we can back off and take it a little bit easier for ourselves. So utilize this tool throughout our practice. I'm going to do my best to get our practice in closer to an hour. So with your face relaxed, let's open the eyes and we'll start with Kapalabhati breathing, skull shining breath. It's going to be a forceful exhalation through the nose and a passive inhalation through the nose. You'll follow my cues. But note that you'll also, as you exhale through the nose, you'll be drawing back forcefully the belly button towards the spine. Go ahead and inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. Your eyes are closed. Your gaze is in between the eyebrow center, Shambhali Mudra. Exhale, 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 exhale completely. Inhale, half lung of air. Pause. Drop the chin into the chest. Hold the breath in. Take the palms to the knees. Draw the shoulders to the ears. Hold the breath in. Draw the whole perineum up as if you're preventing yourself from going to the loop. Breath retention, kumbha. Release the hold when you need the breath. Sip in a little more air through the nostrils. Exhale completely. Inhale again, half lung of air. Drop the chin into the chest, shoulders to the ears. Draw the perineum up. Close the eyes, Shambhali Mudra. Eyes gaze in between the eyebrow center. Release the hold when you need the breath. Take a nice slow breath in. Exhale through the nostrils. Return the breath to normal. Good job. Next, let's move to yoga for the eyes. We're going to keep the head and neck straight, moving only the eyes. Inhale. Exhale, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Good job, everybody. Instead of stretching the eyes, we're going to focus the eyes. Drop the con, extend the right arm out about shoulder height. Point the first finger up towards the ceiling. We want it about eye height. As you inhale, begin to bend the elbow, drawing the finger towards the nose, staying focused on the finger, trying not to blink. As you exhale, take that fingertip out. When it's the elbows stretched, go ahead, look past the finger. Bring the gaze back to the fingertip. Inhale towards the nose, trying not to blink. Exhale back out. Keep your gaze on the finger. When the elbow is straight, look past the finger. Last time, bring your gaze to the finger. Inhale. Slowly. Tratakan. Exhale. When your elbow is straight, look past the finger. Release the hands. We're going to take our hands and build some heat. Build the prana. We're going to heal. We'll give some healing energy to our eyes. Cup the right palm over the right eye. Cup the left palm over the left eye. Do your best to not let any light in through your fingertips. Breathing gently and slowly through the nose. Stare into the abyss of the black palms. Healing the cones, the rods, the retinas. Especially as we spend so much time with artificial light. Healthy eyes. Go ahead and release the hands. We'll extend the arms out in front of us. Interlace the palms. Stretch them out towards me. Inhale those arms up towards the ceiling. Stretch long. This should feel good. Feel the side ribs expanding. Keep the head and neck straight. With your eyes open or closed, I'm going to invite your Ujjayi breathing. It's a gentle constriction in the back of the throat. Take the middle of the tongue towards the roof of the mouth gently. Breathe through the nose. It may sound like Darth Vader in the back of the throat. Ocean-like breath, Ujjayi breathing. We utilize this throughout our practice today. Release the hands, take the backs of the palms touching, take the right palm over the left. Interlace the fingers, draw them towards the chest. We're now stretching our fingers all the way, our wrists, elbows, all the way up to the shoulders. Now to your degree, you're going to straighten the arms back out in front of you. Breathing slow and steady. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Switch sides. Honoring that you may feel totally different on this side. Nice slow breath in the back of the throat. Inhales and exhales through the nose, staying soft in the face, taking the posture to your degree. Go ahead, release, shake it out. We're going to come to extend our legs as we sit flat on our mat. Come into Dandasana, the toes are pointing upright. The sits bones, I'm feeling even in both of my legs. We're going to start with toe cranks, moving only the toes. For 1, release, 2, release, 3, release, 4, release, 5, release, 6, and hold. Go ahead and release. Let's cross the right foot over the left. And just like we did with the hands, we're going to do with the toes, interlacing 1 toe, 2 toes, 3 toes, 4 toes, 5, and squeeze. Activating all the nerves. Even if you can't get all 5, just be with where you are today. 1 toe is fantastic. We're awakening all of the nerves all the way up to our sciatica. And release. Let's go ahead and switch sides. You may be able to do more or less on this side, just honoring where you are today, and with a playful spirit like the yogis, we see ourselves positively in the future, and we say maybe next week, maybe next month. We stay consistent with our practice for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Moving our ankles forward and back for 1, release, 2, release, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. Let's make circles with our ankles, first clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 6. Moving up to the knees. Grab onto our elbows underneath, draw our left knee up towards our chest, sit tall, and let's make circles with our knees. Clockwise. 3, 4, 5, 6, and the other way. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and release to the other side. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Other way. Warming up from the ankles to the knees. We're working on the quads now, so we'll take that right ankle into the inside of the left thigh. Take the left ankle on the outside of the left hip. We're going to walk back. First, just coming back onto our palms, maybe our forearms. You can feel this stretch in this big muscle group right here in the quad and the psoas. Perhaps this is your pose today. You can just let your head and neck drop. Should you feel relaxed and want to go further, you may have the privilege to go onto the top of your head, maybe slide all the way back to your spine. And if you can take your arms overhead and grab onto each elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Take the hands to either sides of the hips. Help press the body upright, and we'll switch sides. Taking our time, honoring here also that we may feel totally different. I'm super tight on this side. I've got to take my time. Find where your pose is today, and then get relaxed in your face and with your breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Take your hands to either sides of your hips. Help the body upright. We're going to come all the way up to Tadasana, standing pose at the front of our mat. With our feet together, we can roll the shoulders up and back. This is our first standing pose of today. So with your eyes closed, just take a moment to feel the earth beneath you. Feel sturdy, get steady. And then in your mind's eye, that place between the eyebrow center, about 1 inch up on your forehead. I want you to keep your gaze here and visualize the last most beautiful sunrise or sunset. See if you can take yourself to that memory and feel the awe of gratitude for the sun and the many gifts that it gives us and every life on this planet. It's because of the sun that we get to practice together, that we have life, that we get to live. So we'll go through 2 slow rounds of classical sun salutations, Surya Namaskar, utilizing the breath as our lead, follow my cues, giving respects and prayers of gratitude for the sun. Inhale deeply, open the eyes. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Inhale, arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist. This is the first stretch of the day. Please don't overstretch. Should feel relieving to let the body hang. You can take your hands somewhere, maybe they're on your shins, your ankles. Perhaps you have the privilege to bring your fingertips all the way to the floor. Perhaps you can bring your palms to the floor and you can make your fingertips face backwards. Your gaze is at your knees, and the idea is you're taking the top of the head towards the top of the feet. Bring the weight to the front of the feet, underneath the balls of the toes, balls of the feet. The sits bones are pointing up towards the ceiling. The breath is slow and steady. The chest is moving closer towards the thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your fingertips facing forward on either side of your feet. Bend the knees. Take the left leg back. Drop the knee, the top of the foot. Inhale these shoulders up and back. Look up. Let the arms hang to either side of your hips. Ashwashan Shalanasana. Equestrian pose. Pressing down powerfully in the bottom of the right foot, the right knee. You're lunging into that right knee, and it's in alignment with the center of the body. Utilizing the back knee and the top of the back foot to steady your balance. And then at the final pose, you're looking up at the ceiling, opening the chest towards the heavens for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take your hands to either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes. As you exhale, send the right leg back to meet the left. Coming into our first Parvo Konasana, mountain pose. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Press evenly through both palms into the mat. Press evenly through both heels towards the mat. It's okay that your heels don't touch the ground. The idea is that you're visualizing and you're sending the energy down the heels. You can shake your head gently, no, and yes. Press both knees evenly back towards the wall behind you. Bottom of your next exhalation, we're going to drop to the knees, chest and chin. Ashtanga Pranam. I like to come up onto my fingertips, stare down the nose. The elbows are in tight. The Torso is up off the ground, the butt's up towards the sky. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the palms to the earth. Slide that torso down. Bring the chest through the arms. I like to keep my forearms on the mat for this first Sphinx, moving into Cobra and Up Dog. But as we're warming up here, take the gaze up towards the ceiling. The tops of the feet are flat on the mat. Staying relaxed in the face for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Bring the hands underneath of the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press into the hands. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Press into the palms. Feel the length along the hamstrings as you lift. Lift those sits bones even higher up towards the ceiling. On an inhale, bring the left leg up in between the hands. Drop the knee and the top of the right foot. Draw the shoulders up and back, the arms to the sides of the hip. Lean into that front knee. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Let the hands feel heavy. Balance. On the top of the right toe. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to either side of that left foot. Tuck the toes. On an inhale, bring the right foot up to meet the left. That should have been an exhale. And then draw the chest towards the thighs. The body's starting to warm up here, so you might feel the ability to stretch a little bit further, being gentle and mindful with how your body's communicating to you. Take the hands together as you inhale, draw the arms up overhead, look up, look back. Bring the hands as you exhale through prayer position. And you take the arms to the side. Close the eyes. Take a breath here and just notice any tingling around your fingertips. Your hips are starting to align. The shoulders are starting to get more in alignment. The body's starting to warm up. Let's do this again. On the other side, this time a little more in tune with the breath. So inhale deeply, open the eyes. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Inhale, the arms up overhead, look up, look back. Exhale, fold forward. Take the right leg back. Drop the knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, the shoulders up, equestrian pose. Lean into that front left knee. Look up, look back. Take the hands back to the mat. Tuck the right toes. Exhale, send that left leg back to meet the right. Parvo Konasana, mountain pose. The bottom of the exhalation, drop the knees, chest and chin. Keep that breath out. Hold the breath. Inhale, slide on through. Relax the tops of the feet. Come into Cobra or Up Dog. Relax the bum. Tuck the toes. Exhale, press the chest back towards the thighs. Mountain pose. Inhale, the right foot in between the hands. Drop the knee, the top of the left foot. Draw the chest up towards the sky. Exhale, take the hands to the mat. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale, through prayer position. Release the hands to the side. Close the eyes. Take a long, full breath in. Exhale slowly through the nose. Return the breath to normal. See if you can notice the beating of your heart. As the yogis, we acknowledge as we're warming up here, we're removing the grenkis, the blockages or stagnant energy. So next, let's move our practice in reverence to the other celestial body that has so much great impact on our life here on planet Earth, the moon. So with your eyes closed, let's visualize the last full moon that you've seen in the night sky. We're coming upon a new moon, which is dark, and so we don't see the moon in the sky. It's still there. It's a great time to practice goal setting, honoring that the moon and its gravitational pulls impacts the waters, the oceans of the earth, as it does for our body as well. All the waters of our body, all the plasmas and the fluids. So let's move through these next rounds of Chandra Namaskar, changing, similar to the before, but changing the 4th and 9th postures. Follow my cues. Inhale, open the eyes. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up overhead. Look up, look back. Exhale, fold forward. Take the left leg back, drop the knee, the top of the foot. Take the hands to steeple position at the heart. Inhale, those arms up overhead. Look up, look back. Lean into that front thigh. Crescent moon. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Tuck the back toes. Exhale, send that left leg back to meet the right. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Lift those sits bones up towards the sky. Drop to the knees, chest and chin. Inhale to cobra or up dog, depending on how your body's warming up here. The butt and tail, the legs are soft, looking up. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, exhale, press that chest back to Parvakonasana, mountain pose. Left leg in between the hands, drop the right knee, the top of the right foot, bring the hands through steeple, inhale, crescent moon. For 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands to the mat, tuck the toes, exhale, bring that right leg up to meet the left, forward fold. We'll stay here a few breaths. So check to see, have you earned your fingertips towards the floor? Can you bring the palms to the mat? Maybe walk your hands back even a little bit further. Lengthening the spine from the tail to the crown. Bring the hands together. Inhale, draw the body up and look up and back. Exhale through prayer. Release the hands to the side. Let's do the same thing on the other side, moving a little more swiftly with our breath. Inhale, deeply, open the eyes. Exhale, hands at prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take the right leg back, drop the knee, bring the hands to the chest. Inhale, crescent moon position. Release the hands, tuck the toes. Exhale, send that left leg back to meet the right. Press the chest back, coming into mountain pose. Drop to the knees, chest and chin. Slide on through to cobra or up dog on an inhale. Tuck the toes, press into the hands. Exhale, send the chest back to meet the legs. Take the right leg in between the hands. Drop the knee, the top of the foot. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Crescent moon. Return the hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes. Exhale the left leg up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale the hands together. Up overhead. Look up. Look back. Exhale through prayer position. Release the hands to the side. Close the eyes here. Notice the capillaries are tingling around the fingertips, the skull, the toes. Allow your breath to be long, slow, and steady. You can feel the beating of our heart as it's increased. We can visualize the lungs, the lower lobes, the middle lobes, the upper lobes, working efficiently and effectively with each breath we take in through our nose. The lungs are filtering this fresh oxygen, delivering it to the heart. And this heart is beating. And the ventricles and the auricles, let's visualize them working perfectly to take in the fresh life and transmute it through the blood supply, sending life force energy, health, and vibrancy to every cell of our body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Self-love being delivered to every cell with every heartbeat. Thank you, body. Let's go ahead and open the eyes. We'll come into our first asana of today. Let's do chair pose. Come into the front of the mat. We're going to keep our feet together. We're going to draw our hands up overhead. They can be parallel or steeple position like we were doing in the last sequencing. We'll go ahead and bend the knees and begin to sit down as if you're sitting in a chair. You squeeze those knees together, press down powerfully through those feet. The arms, the biceps, you want as parallel as you can to your ears. Your gaze is your head and neck are straight, but your eyes are looking up to the ceiling through the eyebrow center, Shambhali Mudra. Squeeze the knees, engage the legs. Lift the toes up off the mat, just the toes. We're warming up the entire legs here. We're strengthening and tonifying the body. Stay relaxed in the face for 5, 4, 3, sit down a little further, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, take them back behind you, interlace those hands. Draw them down the back of the body. Look up. Exhale, fold forward. If it feels good to you, if you can, take the arms up away from the low back. As far as you can up overhead. This is going to change body to body. This pose, Dvikasana, should feel relieving. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, bring the hands back to the low back, come all the way up, shake it out. We're going to come to swaying tree. Right? No, twisted chair. Okay, so we'll come into twisted chair. So we'll keep our feet together, and similar to how we were doing chair position, we'll have our hands in prayer. Bend the knees as if you're sitting down into a chair, and this time take the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Begin to twist the head and neck. You're twisting from the belly first, but take your head and neck, look up towards the ceiling. Begin to sit down a little bit further. You can take a brief second to make sure, look down to make sure that your head and neck are in alignment with your toes, and then take that gaze up overhead. For 3, 2, 1. You can stay here, or you can keep your elbow on the outside of that right knee, take the palm to the earth, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. You can stay here or bend at that right elbow, taking the hand to the left hip for a bind. 2 and 1. Release. Come out of the pose, up through center. And we'll do the other side. Inhale. Exhale, take the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. We're bringing energy into our lovely liver here. Begin to stack the elbows, twist from the low belly, and then take that head and neck up towards the sky. You can stay here. You can also take your right hand to the floor on the outside of your left knee. Take that left arm up towards the sky. Lift, open up that shoulder. Stay here or bend that left elbow. Take your right hand to the right hip. For 2 and 1. Release. Shake it out. Let's do table. The feet together, the body's long. Inhale, the arms up overhead. You can have your arms wide, that they're parallel. You can also have them in steeple position. You're going to bend, hinging from the waist. Coming into 90 degrees. Keep the biceps parallel to the ears. Draw the belly in powerfully. Stretch long through the side bodies, reaching through your fingertips and your sits bones. You're looking down onto the mat, about 4 feet in front of your toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, bring the hands through prayer position. We're going to bend the right knee and take that right leg back behind us. Our hips and our shoulders are square. You can keep your arms here if you have a back or an arm injury. If it feels good and you'd like to try, reach your arms out in front of you. Reach. Press powerfully through your back heel. Reach through your fingertips, looking down. Look down onto the floor, below your nose. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back through prayer. Keep that left knee bent. Bring all 10 fingertips to the floor, about 10 inches in front of the feet. The left fingertips, we're going to take about 6 inches to the left. Go ahead and open up. We're going to stack those hips, coming into half moon pose. We'll take our right hand alongside our right hip. Press powerfully through our right heel towards the back wall. You can stay here or take your right arm up towards the ceiling. The final pose, you're going to twist the head and neck and look up. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the left knee gently. Bend the right knee gently. Grab onto that ankle or foot behind you. Give it a try. Be playful. And then as you get the posture, kick that foot back away from you. Final pose. Looking up over the shoulder to the ceiling for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. A is for attempt. Let's try the other side. So we're going to bend the knees. Bring the hands to prayer position. And this time we're going to have a solid foundation on our right foot. We're going to send that left leg back behind us. The hips and the shoulders are square here. Depending on how you're feeling today, you might want to take your arms, reach them out in front of you, towards the wall in front of you. Reach powerfully through your fingertips, all the way through your heels, activating your abs and your side body. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend that right knee gently. Take your hands to the earth, like the right fingertips about 10 inches in front and 6 inches to the right of my toes. Begin to stack and open the hips. The left hand is alongside the side body. Take the left arm up towards the ceiling. And final phase of the pose, we turn our head and neck and look up towards our fingertips. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. Play here, and then even if you're ready to bend that front right knee gently, bend the left knee, bring the heel, reach for it with your hand. Grab on somewhere, and then kick back powerfully. Look up, look back. Give it a try, or 3. Shake it out. Thank you. Whew. Good job, everybody. Thanks for trying. Let's take our feet mat distance. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Grab the right wrist, grabs the left, right hand grabs the left wrist. Shoot the left hip out to the side. Stretch the left side body over the right. Take the right armpit, make it slightly more forward than the left. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Lengthen alongside the right. Stick that right hip out to the side. Reach. And then take the left armpit slightly more forward than the right. For 3, 2, and 1. And release. Shake it out. Let's bring our feet 5 inches apart. We'll inhale our arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist. Grab on where you can. Perhaps it's at your shins. Perhaps you can bend the knees and bring the fingertips underneath at the feet. What we're attempting to do is step on the fingers, the palms. Maybe you can even get your toes to the wrists and massage. Move your toes gently, massage those wrists. Let the head and neck hang. You can bend the elbows and draw the chest closer to the thighs. The sits bones are going up towards the ceiling. The weight of the pose is in the balls of the feet. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bend the knees. Everybody take your first 2 fingers and your thumb and wrap them around your big toes. Begin to straighten the legs. Inhale. Look up. Everybody look to where the floor and the wall in front of you meet. And then look up on that wall as far up as you can. Getting a nice upper back bend stretch here. If you have the privilege, look all the way up the wall in front of you where the ceiling meets the wall. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take the hands back to the mat. Step back into Parvo Konasana, mountain pose. Bend the right knee, take the left heel to the earth. Switch. Bend the left knee, take the right heel to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, stretch both heels back. Notice that one heel might want to reach the earth more than the other. Do your best to bring both heels towards the earth evenly. Notice that one knee might want to go back towards the wall more than the other. See if you can press both knees back evenly. See if you can press evenly through all four corners of your palms. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Stretch powerfully. The left toe is in alignment with the center of the body. You're pressing powerfully through your right palm. Lift the leg a little bit higher. Exhale, swing it on through in between the hands. Let's bring the right heel to the earth. The toes are at about 2 o'clock. We're going to inhale, come on up into Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Bend that front knee. Lean into that front thigh. The effort here is towards 90 degrees. The back leg is straight. We're engaging the mat with the full back right side of that foot. The hips and shoulders are all facing forward. Inhale, the arms up overhead so that the biceps are parallel. You can also be in steeple, but then let's take that right armpit slightly more forward than the left. This right quad is engaged, protecting the knee. The face is soft, and the gaze is in between the eyebrow center, up on the ceiling. Shambhali Mudra. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to open up into Virabhadrasana 2. I need to adjust my back leg and move it back about an inch or two. Opening up the hips and the shoulders. Take the arms out wide. Briefly check back to make sure that your right arm and your left arm are parallel. And then lean into that front thigh. Turn the head and neck and look down, those fingertips into infinity. Strong like a warrior. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, take the right arm up to meet the left. Lean further into that front thigh via Virabhadrasana, fearless warrior. Smile at the shake of the legs. Grip the mat with the right pinky toe. For 5, 4, gaze is up towards the ceiling. 2, and 1. Release the hands. Take the left hand on the inside of that left foot. Inhale, take the right arm up towards the sky. Stack the shoulders, look up. Perhaps you need to walk your right toes back a little bit further so you can sink even more. Stay here or bend your right elbow. Take it towards your left hip. Take your left hand somewhere to find your bind underneath of that left thigh. Open up the shoulders, look up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Drop the knee to the earth. We're going to heel toe, our left foot up off the mat. Let's come into Kandanyasa. We'll take our hands underneath of our shoulders in push-up position. Walk that right knee back. We're going to hook the left elbow into the left thigh. Hook the right elbow into that right hip bone.
Take the weight forward as if you're in a push-up position. Lift the knee up off the mat and then begin to play with lifting the right toes up off the mat.
Give it a try. Several attempts. A is for attempt. After you've tried a couple times, visualize yourself being successful in it. Everybody, let's meet back in child's pose. Take the hips towards the ankles. Take the forehead towards the earth. Take the arms long by your sides, palms facing up. Long inhalation through the nose. Long, slow exhalation through the nose. Return the breath to normal. In this resting position, with your eyes closed, I want you to visualize all the systems of the body that are working harmoniously without your instruction to coordinate life presently. Giving thanks for our nervous system, how we can hear our auditory nerves. Our hearing allows us to, you can hear my words and understand them with the mind's intellect. The intellect of the brain allows us to make sense of these words, of what you're hearing and what you're seeing, so that you can move and manipulate your body through space and time and experience this practice together. Giving thanks for our ability to hear and see. So much gratitude for the gifts, the many gifts we have in our life. So when you're ready, let's meet up in mountain pose. We'll bring harmony to the solar side of the body. Let's do our Virabhadrasana sequence on the right side. We having fun yet? So press back into your mountain pose. Inhale the right leg up and back. Press powerfully through the left palm. Straighten the left elbow. Lift that right leg a little bit higher. The big toe is in alignment with the center of the body. Exhale, swing it on through in between the hands. Take the left heel to the earth. Lift the body upright. Have the shoulders and the hips square facing forward. The back leg is straight. Bend into that front right knee. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bend a little bit more into that front leg. Your gaze is in between the eyebrows up through the ceiling. The face is soft. The breath is slow and steady. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, open up. Virabhadrasana 2. I like to move my left toes back a little bit. My right heel is in alignment with the arch of my back foot. Inhale the arms out parallel to the earth and then bend further into that front knee. Look beyond the fingertips into an infinity for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring that left arm up to meet the right, parallel or steeple. Avaya Virabhadrasana, fearless warrior. Keep the belly from collapsing on that thigh. Strengthen through the arms. Look up towards the ceiling. Breathing slow and steady. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the right
inside of that right foot. Inhale, open. Take the left arm up towards the sky. Walk your toes back a little bit further so you can sink further into that front leg. Stay here, or take that left elbow underneath, or on the back side, and then take the right arm underneath your right thigh and find your bind. Look up towards the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands to the earth. Drop the knee. Heel toe, heel toe. Bring the hands into push-up position underneath the shoulders. Bring the right elbow into the right thigh. Bring the left elbow into the left thigh. Lean forward. Begin to play with your balance. Lift the knee up off the mat, and then begin to play with one toe, 2 toes. Maybe you can do it for 1 second, 2 seconds. Give it a try. Everybody, let's meet back in child's pose. Again, bringing our awareness to the nervous system at the base of the skull. Where the spinal column comes to connect at the base of the brain stem. So much information passing here. And then all of that critical information getting passed down the entire spinal column. All the vertebrae and the cartilage and the nerves and the fluids. It's visualizing a healthy, healthy spine. From the base of the brain stem all the way down to the tail. Healthy spine. On an inhale, let's come up. We're going to come up onto our knees, about hips distance apart. Let's do some back bending. Go ahead and bring the toes to the floor so that the heels are up away from the mat. We'll take our hands to the low back. Press down onto that sacrum. Look up, look back. For 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. We'll do it again, and this time I want you to take your fingertips facing up towards the shoulders. So this time we're going to press down into our low back, use the support of our hands, and see if we can look back even further on the wall behind us. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. And then this last time, let's go ahead and do the same thing. And then I'm going to invite you to relieve your hands from your low back and see if you can reach for the heel or the ankle. Maybe one hand, maybe 2, and then look back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands back to the low back. Bend the knees. Take the knees a little bit wider and allow your entire torso to hang in between the legs. It should feel good to bring your forehead to the mat. Good job, everybody. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Visualizing every cell in your being. Yes, feeling lit up with support for it to do all of its functions. Detoxing the body, using all the elements, air, earth, water, fire, using heat through our passion, our rajas, to get fluids moving and blood pumping and cellular function so that the body can detox and repair itself like we've been designed to do. Thank you, body. Let's go ahead and we'll come on up. And we're going to practice some arm balance. We'll come into a squats position. Everybody, we're going to practice our crow pose. So take your hands to the mat about shoulder distance apart. We're going to lift our hips and begin to make shelves with the elbows so that we'll take our knees on the outside of our triceps. You can play here, coming up onto the tippy toes. Lean forward, keep the head and neck up, and then begin to play with lifting one toe and then two toes. Play here. If you've mastered this and you can go straight into your headstand in the middle of the room, please do so. Otherwise, let's keep practicing. So you're bringing the weight of the body forward. And it's the shelves that are really important here. Because then you're leaning forward and then you're feeling, I feel strong, and then I'm able to lift the toes up off the mat. Give it a few more tries. And then when you're ready, we're going to all come down onto our back. And if you have a headstand practice in the middle of the room, feel free, do your headstand practice. For the rest of us, we're going to do Sharvangasana, shoulder stand. And so we'll come into laying flat onto our back, onto the mat. So from the side, from the laying down position, then after you've been there for a couple breaths, go ahead and swing your legs up towards the ceiling and bring your hands to the low back. Fingertips facing up towards the ceiling. Elbows are in tight. You're going to hold your body, hold your upper torso. It's okay if you're not totally upright. You might feel a little wonky. I want you to feel sturdy. Your gaze is in between your toes, up towards the ceiling. Make any adjustments with your elbows so that you feel sturdy. Stay relaxed in the face. Reversing our blood flow, it's so wonderful for all of our organs. Our heart is receiving an internal bath in this pose. Our thyroid, our parathyroid, being flooded with fresh oxygen and breath. Whether you're here or in your headstand, let's go ahead and keep our left leg towards the ceiling and let your right foot come over your head. It's okay if your toes don't touch the ground. Inhale that right leg up to meet the left. Bring the left leg overhead. Inhale, bring both legs up. Exhale, bring both legs overhead. If the toes touch the earth, you have the privilege to bring your hands down to the mat. Maybe you can interlace your hands. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Release the hands. Bring the hands back to the low back. Roll out as slowly and gently as possible, one vertebrae at a time. Extend the legs all the way out onto the mat. Bring your hands to the sides of the body. We'll rest in a mini shavasana. Let your head and neck roll from side to side and back to center. Everybody, let's come into fish pose. So from this lying down prone position, let's take our arms underneath of our thighs, palms facing down. Our heels are together. As you inhale, press into those elbows, lift the chest up, bring the head back onto the mat behind you. Bring the lower set of teeth past the upper set of teeth. Breathe slowly. Begin to release the posture gently, bringing the head down onto the mat, releasing the arms, shake it out. Again, let the head and neck rock from side to side and back to center. However you get there, we're going to roll over onto our right side. Let's help the body upright. We'll meet back into Dandasana. Stick pose. Our legs are directly out in front of us. We'll take our arms out wide and up, stretch long. Exhale, leading with the heart. Take the hands where you can, whether that's your ankles, your feet, maybe grab onto your big toes. Look up. Exhale, fold forward. Release the toes. Inhale, come upright. We'll take the legs mat distance apart. Let's come into a seated twist. Inhale, take the right arm back behind you. Come down onto your forearm. Stretch as long as you can. And then take the left arm across the right side of the body. Bring the fingertips to the mat. And then look back as far as you can on the wall behind you. Your toes are facing upright. Come on up. Let's do the other side. You may feel more open or not. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's come upright. Let's return. Let's come into Navasana. So we're going to come, bring our hands underneath of our thighs, lean back onto our sits bones, bring those legs up as far as you can. It's okay if they're bent at 90 degrees. Roll the shoulders up and back. Take the arms parallel. The gaze is in between the center of the big toes. Let's engage our Kapalabhati breathing like in the beginning. Release. Let's spin around 180 degrees for everybody's favorite yoga posture, Shavasana. In a comfortable lying down position, your feet can be about 12 to 16 inches apart, toes to the side. The arms are parallel to the hips, about 6 inches away from the thighs, palms facing up. You can let the head and neck rock from side to side and back to center. This is super important that we take this time to integrate our practice through Shavasana. We've used the mode of rajas, of passion, to move all these elements through our body for repair. And so this part is to invite the mode of goodness upon, so that we can balance the effort with rest and integration. So let me lead you through a relaxation. Go ahead and lift the right toes up, right foot up off the mat 2 inches. Point and flex the toes. Flop the leg. Lift the left foot up off the mat 2 inches. Point and flex. Flop the leg. Inhale, squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the abs, and release. Inhale up all the way to the chest. Take the chest tall and wide. Open the mouth and let out a nice. Make a fist with the right hand. Lift it 2 inches up off the mat. Squeeze and flop. Inhale the left arm up off the mat 2 inches. Squeeze and flop. Inhale, squeeze every muscle in the face, squeeze the teeth, squeeze the eyes, squeeze the ears, squeeze the top of the head, and let out with your tongue, open the mouth. Let everything be. Nothing to do but relax here. With your eyes closed and your gaze in between the eyebrow center, I want you to bring your awareness to the breath as it's moving in and out of the nostrils. Nothing to do, no efforting, just witnessing. Witnessing the belly button in its natural expansion and contraction with the breath. Just witness how the belly button rises and falls naturally. Your fingers and your toes. Bringing your awareness back into this physical. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, inhale.
Stretch long into the moment. Fresh life, fresh breath, fresh start. Eventually, you'll find your way over onto your right side, pausing in a fetal position. Wrap your arms around you in a nice yogi hug, giving yourself appreciation for rolling your mat out and practicing with us. It's a big deal. Honoring your efforts is important. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, take that left palm, press it into the earth. Extend your top leg and help your body upright into a comfortable seated position. Returning to how we started, and without judgment, simply witnessing how or if we feel different in our mind, body, spirit. Giving thanks and appreciation to all the teachers, the masters, the yogis before us that have applied these sciences to their life for health and happiness. What an honor it is to share in these practices with you. Bringing the hands into prayer position at the heart. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, dear yogis, for practicing with us. It's an honor to share our living room with you, share these practices together. Please leave us a note. Let us know you're here. Let us know. Like it, subscribe, share with your loved ones. We're trying to reach our first 100 subscribers, so thanks for your help in getting us there. Have the best day ever. Meet us back on the mat. We'll be here again live on Monday with Evan teaching. And I'll be here on Tuesday for chair yoga. It's a half hour. Take a break with me, as well as a Trust Your Guts master meetup group, so that we can take best care of our digestive systems and live in harmony with nature. So have the best day ever. Ahui ho, aloha.